Alright, welcome to another speed drawing video. So what I'm doing today, if you haven't read the title, it is called my Betty Boop. And for those of you who don't know who Betty Boop is, she is really, how do I put it? She's really hot, I guess. I think my dad had a crush on her when he was little. But basically she's kind of like this cartoon figure for girls way back in the day. I just remember watching her when I was little, and she was really funny, and I really liked her character. There was like this one episode called No, 1,000 Times No, and she's it was just a good episode. That was like one of my favorite episodes and one of the most iconic episodes that I can think of. There was also one about like a little boy in a pet shop who wanted a dog, like all these short little episodes, and honestly really liked her. So you see me boop boopy doo boop. I can't really do her thing, so that's pretty much all I've got. So moving on, I did the sketch first, the initial sketch, and then as you can see me taking out my Bristol board paper, and then doing another, like the sketch onto it, on like literally using my pencil and just sketching right on there, using my first sketch as a reference. I don't really like using references, but I really like the pose she did in that picture. I got all these pictures on Pinterest. I'll probably leave a link to those on below, but I mainly like the pose of the black and white one, so that's what I used. So you could see me just sketching in like really rough basic shapes, like it's really rough, but I really wanted to get the head right first before I actually put in the body, because I didn't want the head to be like, oh, it's too big and now you need to make the head a little bigger because it doesn't really connect to the body. I don't know, that's just me. So I actually like sped through this pretty quickly. Not in real life, but I did speed the video up a little more quickly. But this is the process that I take. I usually don't do the sketching process and the line art in a video, but I just got a new camera, so I decided to do it. So I actually wanted to do Betty Boop because, as you can see, this is kind of like my style of Betty Boop and not really like her original style that you see her in, because I didn't want her, like, I wanted to incorporate my own style to it and not just have it like the one you see in the cartoon. I might do one later, maybe, if I feel like it, but I like doing my own style. I just use like a regular pencil for it. I just grab any mechanical pencil. And then using my 0.1 copic multiliner that you see, I use that to basically outline everything in one, like outline everything. Just before I add a line weight, I usually just outline everything first, like without line weight, and then I erase it and go back, which you see me do. There's really not much to say about the outlining other than the fact that I just use that 0.1. I used to use 0.5, but then I think my 0.5 copic multiliner split, or it's too thin, so I like using 0.1. You see me like finish that outline very quickly. Of course it's sped up, and then now I'm just kind of thickening up some lines and some parts where I messed up and I didn't have a steady hand, because some parts, I mean, like, as an artist, you do sometimes have an unsteady hand, so you need to thicken up some of those lines to cover up the mistakes. And I kind of made a lot of mistakes when doing this, especially in like that, is that the left foot? Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes there. So yeah, you can just see me outlining that real quick, and then I take out my Copic color chart. I only used, I think I want to say 4 Copics for the skin color. I started with my E70 for the shadows, and then went in with my E00, and then used my E000, and gradually going back and forth and smoothing it out. And then I used my R20 blush for her cheeks, because in the show she actually has really red cheeks, but for my style I didn't want her to have too red cheeks, so I tried to blend that out as softly as I possibly could. And I just kind of go back and forth with those colors. I'm actually pretty happy with how the knees turned out, leaving some parts uncolored and just using the color of the Splendor for that. For the hair, since her hair was black, I wanted to leave some parts highlighted. So I go in with a neutral grade 2, or cool grade 5, I think it's cool grade 5. And then I use the color of Splendor to blend it out, and then go back in with the black to make it a little more, to define the highlights even more. Using my Frost Blue and my B02 to do her eyes. And then for her red dress, because I really wanted her dress to be red, I tried out R24 first, underneath an RV29, which is the crimson, and oh, it gives it such a warmer tone. At least that's what I think. I'm just going back in, thickening up some lines, and then I use my highlighter pen, gel pen, Uniball, Sigmy board pen that I got on Amazon. I got like 3 of them for $12, and I just use those to define the highlights even more. And I think that's it with this drawing. I mean, she's Betty Boop. You could see me signing it, so that, like, I just sign it. And then you could see me do like a little blurb saying, no, 1,000 times no. And she does like sing it, and it's a really cute short show, and I recommend watching it. I really liked it. So that's about it. Please subscribe, like this video, and thank you, and bye.